This is an ordinary Xbox controller, but I don't think it's enough for a lot of games, particularly first-person shooters. You have to move your thumb between the stick and these buttons quite often. That creates some lag time between when you want to be doing something and when it actually happens. This is the Xbox Elite controller. The most important part of this is these paddles. With these you get 4 extra buttons, and I'm going to show you how to use them in a number of different ways. They just stick there magnetically. And they only come out when they are flexed towards the middle. As you can see where I'm holding the controller like this, my fingers are always on the buttons. As you can see, the buttons are set to A, B, X, and Y by default, but they can be changed using the app here. In typical shooters, the A button is for jump, B is for crouch, X is... These pedals came in really handy during this one fight I did. It was me versus 3 of them, so it was really important that I had every edge possible. This guy is rushing me with a shotgun, and I'm out of ammo. So I'm going to immediately need to jump away and reload my weapon. On a normal controller, I would need to press A twice and the Y button, but this would take too long. Instead, I just need to press my top left paddle twice and my bottom right paddle. And this is really easy for me to do because my fingers are already on them. Training these fingers to press the paddles can be a challenge. It takes time to control involuntary movements of your fingers that would normally not be noticed with the normal controller. It's best just to start with one paddle at a time. I recommend the top left paddle that would normally be used for jumping, and to find a game that allows for jumping quite often and without reducing your accuracy while you're doing it. Halo has simple jump mechanics that are very useful in gameplay. Destiny is also really great for this, since jumping is the main way they escape difficult situations. But you still have plenty of room to jump when you need to. This is a game I showed earlier, and I've already explained why it's really important to get the timing right. Titanfall is also great for this. It has very strong jump mechanics that are used for a variety of different things. Oftentimes jumping would be used for running on walls. After you've mastered jumping, like wall running, grappling hooks, and mounting enemy vehicles. Sometimes dodging. Dodging is very well suited to paddles because of how difficult the timing is. Soon enough, it'll feel like second nature.
Getting closer. Fight on.
If you're playing right, A, B, X, and Y are essentially useless. You can use the Xbox Accessories app to change the paddles to the D-pad buttons. I found this out while playing Halo. It had a function specifically for switching the D-pad buttons in the A, B, X, and Y. I thought it was strange at first until I X and B instead of the D-pad buttons. The last thing I want to talk about is combo buttons, which is pressing multiple buttons to perform a certain action. Paddles are really great for this because you have your fingers on them at all times. Destiny already has a little bit of this built in. Like for the super ability, is activated by pressing both left and right bumpers at the same time. What's really great about Destiny is that there's a system for making new combo buttons. If you just go to the settings here on the far right side of the menu, then scroll down and select the function you want to change, then press the buttons you want it to be mapped to. You can fit so many functions on these combo buttons that you don't even need to map anything to the A, B, X, and Y. I can just use the paddles for everything. As far as I know, Destiny 2 is the only game that allows this, which is a shame because there are more complex games that needs it more. Especially like games like Warframe that have way too many functions and not enough buttons to support them. However, if you're playing on PC, there is a way to do it in Steam for any game.